Hi folks, welcome to another ALK update. It's been a while since I posted, but I have a lot of new changes that I want to share with you. Starting off with this London Stansted scale 1 to 100 airport tower. I received it from the UK, specifically by an account named AV Geek. So shout out to him. He did a tremendous job with the detail of this 3D printed tower. As you can see, he has every last detail in this model. So if you want to get 3D printed stuff, please visit AV Geek. He's on Facebook, Instagram, and I'm sure he's on a much more social media sites that I may be unaware of. But I'm very happy with this is the way that this turned out, and I want to give a huge thank you to him. Also, from AV Geek, he also was nice enough to give me some scale 1 to 100 3D printed kidder carts over here. It's pretty solid, and I think it looks much better than the paper ones that I've been using. First of all, it's a lot less of a pain than the paper ones over here. And yeah, they pop, they make the scene just that much more realistic. Then also I got some stairways from AV Geek. He did a very nice job with his 3D printer in making these air stairways. As you can see, it has steps and goes all the way up. So I'm very impressed with that. And last but certainly not least, we have the conveyor belts. Conveyor belts are very well done. As you can see, perfect color mix of black and white to make the conveyor belt really stand out. And I'm very happy. The scale came out just right. And then I could put luggage on it. I'm going to try to get some scale 1 to 100 luggage instead of these paper luggage. So I might have to buy my own 3D printer, but we'll get there when we get there. All right, so I want to start off with the international gate. Right here we have a United 737-800. This plane is actually disembarking all its passengers before it was able to push back since there was a foul odor on the flight. It was coming from the bathroom, but just to be safe, they want to clear the passengers and to make sure the odor is neutralized, thus not posing a biohazard on board. Then once this is clean and the passengers embark on the aircraft, they will be heading to Fort Lauderdale. Should be about a 3.5 hour flight. And then at gate C5, housing a 787-9 in the United Eco livery. This plane has just came in from Munich, Germany. This plane is going to be disembarking its passengers soon, and they will be having to go through TSA. This plane is going to be heading out 6 a.m. tomorrow morning to London, England. But it's going to not be a non-stop flight. It's actually going to make a stop in Dublin, and then there's going to be a 2-hour layover, in which it will be airborne again for London as its final destination. Over here at the non-jetway gates, we have sitting a 737-800 in the standard livery. This Southwest flight is just about to board its passengers from this bus, and this plane is heading out to Denver, Colorado. This plane may be delayed due to inclement weather, but as for now, the flight will be on time. And then right here we have an A321 Spirit Airlines. We have 2 conveyor belts loading up the luggage, and we have some people in line that just got off this trans bus right here, and this plane will be pushing back and heading to Las Vegas, Nevada. And then from right there, it will be making an immediate flight back with new passengers to ALK. Also, I added another beach right here. It needs some TLC, but I'm happy. I'm happy with it, the way it looks so far. Over here, I have a Delta A320-211. This plane is about just waiting for clearance from the tower to take off and be on its way to Salt Lake City, Utah. And then once it lands in Salt Lake, this plane is actually going to be grounded for a few days to do a routine annual maintenance check. Then as we slide over here, we have a Viva A320neo. This plane just came in from Guadalajara, Mexico. The flight went from Guadalajara to Havana, Cuba, and then from Havana, Cuba, came up to ALK. This plane was told to wait in the penalty box as they wait for this 777 heading to San Francisco, California to clear the tarmac, so this plane can pull in to one of the international gates right next to this United 787. And then another plane at the international gate is the 737-700 WestJet. This plane is making its way to Montreal. It's going to be a red-eye flight. It's not leaving until 11 o'clock p.m. So it has a couple hours for it to sit, and then it will be pushing back, and it should be a routine flight. It's not going to be full. It's actually going to be a pretty light flight, so it'll be good for the flight attendants to have a light load. And then right here we have a 737 MAX 9 in the Orca livery. This plane is taxiing down the taxiway, and this plane is going to soon be heading to Anchorage, Alaska. It's going to be a long haul flight, say about 5 hours. So fortunately, this flight does have a Wi-Fi dome on it, so they should be able to use Wi-Fi to watch movies, TVs, or play games. And then over here we have a Qantas A380. This massive airplane just flew in and is disembarking its passengers. It came in from Sydney, Australia. And then this plane will be heading back out for a red-eye flight to Honolulu, Hawaii, and then making its way back to Sydney, Australia. Then as we make our way over here, we have in Alaska 737-900 in the member of One World livery. This plane is being de-iced right now. This was also a 3D printed from AV Geek. This looks spectacular. Very satisfied with it. And then this tug right here is also from AV Geek. I'm also very happy with it, and I noticed that the nose gear fits neatly into the rack of the cargo, and you can pull it as such. So it looks really cool. Makes the scene pop. We have 2 wing walkers right here. And this flight is waiting to be de-iced, and then it will be making its way to San Diego, California. And then at gate D2, we have a 737-900 in the standard livery. This plane is coming in. This plane actually, this was not its expected destination. They actually had to divert the flight to ALK to land because there's being a disruptive passenger. Once the passenger is removed, he was messing with the food on the plane, so they had to recater the food, so the food's not contaminated. Once the guy is removed by law enforcement from the plane will push back and resume its flight to Seattle, Washington. And then I have here an Alaska Ember-75 in the Horizon livery. This plane is just being cleaned out by the crew members, and will be ready to go tomorrow morning around 7 o'clock to head to, let's say, Bismarck. And then right here on the tarmac, also being de-iced, we have a Delta A321 in the standard livery. This plane is going to be heading to Atlanta, Georgia. This flight is very full. In Atlanta, Georgia is very packed right now. So this plane is needing to be on time if they're going to have a gate available by the time they land. So any delay would be very inauspicious for the pilots and passengers involved. And then another addition to this airport is that I built a tram, a sky tram that circles almost the entirety of the airport if you just follow the yellow lines. Keeps going. I'm very happy. This is scale 1 to 100 tram. I got off eBay. It's beautiful. And then right here we have, I got a new building, fire station, scale 1 to 100. Then the L line right here that I may have mentioned last video. We got a 7-Eleven right under the L station, or the L turn. And then right over here we have an ERJ -145 in the American livery. This plane is holding short of runway 16-34R. This plane is going to be heading to Detroit, Michigan. It's a pretty full flight. You know, it's only about like a two-hour flight time, so I think the passengers will be okay. It may be a little cramped in there given the aircraft type, but that's why we kind of use these on a shorter haul flights. And then right here we have an American 737-800. This plane is also being loaded on with luggage for the conveyor belts and being fueled up. This plane is going to be heading to Houston, Texas. This will also be a very full flight. The airport at Houston is also backed up, so if they need to leave on time in order for them to have a gate, if they're delayed enough, they may land in George Washington Airport and have to taxi around the airport until a gate opens up. So time is of the essence. And then adjacent to that at gate A3 is housing a 737 MAX 8 aircraft. This plane just came in from Tampa Bay, Florida. And then this plane will be heading back to Tucson, Arizona later tonight. There should be no issues. Should be a smooth transition. It just maintenance crew, they just need like about a half hour, an hour to clean out the plane completely before they can start boarding the next passengers for their flight to Tucson. And then over here we have an A321neo in the Delta Standard livery. This plane just came in from Durango, Colorado. This plane is getting refueled. Luggage is being taken off. Passengers are being disembarked. And then this plane will be resting for the night and be undergoing a routine maintenance check, in which a few crew members and the pilot are going to walk around the aircraft just to make sure there's no visible dents or anything that compromises the physical integrity of the aircraft. And then right over here, sorry folks, let's go all the way over here as I'll give you the the full scene of what my airport looks like from afar. I've also, since I last posted, I put clouds on the wall, or at least I attempted to. And then over here at the United Express gates, we have a CRJ-200 in the battle gray ship livery. This plane is just pulled in, and they're also doing a routine inspection by doing a visible look by walking around the plane to make sure that it's prepared for its flight around 12 p.m. tomorrow to Minneapolis, Minnesota. As you can see, the crew member here. And as you can see, the tram goes all the way from over here, passes over these flights, these gates, and then goes up over here, and then goes all the way to Terminal D. And then last but certainly not least, we have this United Continental livery merger, ERJ 145. This plane is just about to start boarding passengers. Some first class passengers are already on the tarmac waiting to get their approval. This plane will be pushing back and will be heading to Dayton, Ohio. Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening. I will be coming out with another video more soon, since I have some more days off because I'm in grad school, so I could balance things a little bit more. So I'm looking forward to it. Happy Easter if you guys celebrate that. If not, have an excellent weekend. If you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, please do so. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.